few minutes, the ceremony will begin. I ask that you please take your seats and put any electronic devices on silent. The ceremony will begin with the procession entering the theater, led by our bagpiper, Mike McDonald. When you hear the piper, please rise and remain standing until instructed to sit down. After the graduands enter, the faculty and platform party will be led into the theater by Christy Lee Charles, singer and drummer from the Musqueam Nation. You will notice that our graduands, faculty, and platform party wear special clothing. These robes and hoods are called academic regalia and date back to 14th century England. The color and style of regalia a person wears not only represents the institution from which it was awarded, but also the type of credential completed. At Langara, our graduates wear a black hat called a mortarboard, a black gown, and either a hood, stole, or tippet, depending on their credential. Once our graduands and the platform party have taken their seats, we ask that you remain seated for the duration of the ceremony. You are welcome to take photographs from your seats only. Please do not approach the stage to take pictures. Professional photographers will be taking photos of graduates as they cross the stage and again behind the scenes. Proofs of these photos will be mailed out to graduates in the weeks following the ceremonies. Please be aware that the ceremony will be recorded for viewing in other locations on our home campus, on our website, and the recording will be archived for later viewing. Following the ceremony, there will be a brief reception in the West Coast Hall, which is sponsored by our International Education, Alumni, and Community Engagement departments. We hope you can join us there. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, would you please rise for the academic procession and remain standing for the singing of O Canada.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Cynthia. Please be seated. Mr. President, representatives of the board, members of faculty and staff, honored guests, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Synnwyth Laylam, Langara College, and thank you for joining us today. I declare this 2018 Convocation of Langara College open. The Convocation is assembled for the granting of credentials and awarding of honours. My name is Dr. Ian Humphreys. I am the Provost and Vice President, Academic and Students at the College, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies today. Please be reminded that this ceremony is being recorded for viewing on our home campus and on our website. On behalf of Synnwyth Laylam and the Langara community, I wish to acknowledge with respect the history, customs, and culture of the Coast Salish peoples, specifically the Musqueam Nation, on whose traditional lands Langara is located. At this time, I would like to introduce the members of our platform party. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Dr. Lane Trotter, President and Chief Executive Officer. Claude Rimfret, Board Governor. Scott McLean, President, Langara Faculty Association. Janelle Dwyer, Board Governor. Dr. Veda Rudal Prasad, Board Governor. Gerda Kraus, Board Governor and Chair of Education Council. Gail Sparrow, former Musqueam Chief and Langara Elder in Residence. Michael Lee, Member of the Legislative Assembly for Vancouver Langara. Barbara Fitzsimmons, Chief Operating Officer of BC Emergency Health Services and today's keynote speaker. Dawn Palmer, Vice President, People Services. Alec McLean, Director, Langara College Foundation. Maura Gukstetter, Director, College Advancement and Executive Director, Langara Foundation. Erin Smith, Orator. Jacqueline Bradshaw, Interim Dean, Faculty of Social Sciences and Management. Margaret Heldman, Dean, Faculty of Science. Ian McBain, Interim Dean, Faculty of Arts. AJ Patel, Vice President, External Development. Victor Soka, Vice President, Administration and Finance. Jan Smith, Registrar. Clayton Monroe, Dean, Student Services. Sherry Chin Shu, Director, Human Resources Operations. Dr. Rick Willett, Director, Indigenous Education and Services. Ryan Causey, Division Chair, Applied Sciences. Dr. Nora Franzova, Division Chair, Mathematics and Sciences. And Dr. Wanda Pearson, Division Chair, Nursing. Now you can applaud. I would also like to recognize special guests who have joined us in the audience today. Norma Lennick, Faculty Emeritus in Kinesiology, and representatives from the Langara Students' Union. Thank you for joining us at today's ceremony. At this time, I invite Gail Sparrow, former Chief of Musqueam and Langara Elder in Residence, to bring traditional territorial greetings. Sure.
The long and short of things. Ichiwaya, my CMs, which is a warm welcome from the Musqueam First Nations. This is a first that we're holding this at the Orpheum Theatre, just like it was a first for Langara to be blessed with the name Sonewath Lelam, which means house of teachings. So it's appropriate at this time to recognize that Langara is the top, to me and our nation, as the place for house of teachings. I also, before I start, must recognize the president of Langara, Lane Trotter, who has been blessed with an Indian name, Stakaya, which means wolf. Now, wolves live in packs and a family, so it was appropriate that we named him the Wolfman, because he's the leader of the school, and the school is a family, and it roams the hallways in packs. Just as this is a first here at the Orpheum Theatre for Langara, we're still in the traditional territories of the Musqueam First Nations. As you adorn your robes and your hats and graduating from Langara, we adorn and wear our robes. It was my robe, a weaving is a replica of my sisters as master weavers. When you're accomplished as a chief, our leader, our naming, you're given a robe. And when you wear that, you wear it with honor and with dignity and pride. Just as today, when you graduate from Langara, remember also we were taught in our teachings from my grandfather during my tenure as chief that we don't elect quitters. Graduates from Langara were not graduated to be quitters. That diploma you have is now the first day, the rest of your life, to be the best in your designated career that you have chosen and you've graduated from. It's ingrained in us as First Nations not to be quitters. We have a history in Musqueam of firsts, not just being First Nations. The first ever female chief elected to office was my Aunt Gertrude Guerin. Do you know that we're not allowed as women to run for office under the Indian Act? And back in the early 60s, she was a counselor, and she challenged it. And she ran for chief, and she was on the Vancouver School Board, a first. We had the first ever youngest chief and council in Canada. My uncle, late Johnny Sparrow, 22, a chief. A councillor, Andrew Charles, who was the uncle of Christy, who drummed you in, a councillor at 22. And Bill Guerin, the nephew of Gertrude Guerin, a councillor at 23. We had the first ever band manager elected in Canada. My father, the late Chief Willard Sparrow, became Canada's first ever band manager. We could manage our affairs on our own without the rules of the Indian Act, and we did it. We were also a first in challenging the government on a breach of trust case. When we received our lease monies from the lands that are just adjacent from here, the government held back our lease payments and hid it from us in a box. My father found it, and his associate at the time, Chief Percy Charles, and handed over to our band, and we sued the government for $10 million. Could you imagine? You have money coming in from your land, and it's lease money, and your payments never given to you for 10 years? That just happened in the 70s. So it's still happening, but we've changed. We go forward, and the only way we go forward, as Musqueam believes, is have an open heart, open mind, and open spirit. We have given you a signal of showing you how we thank one another, because our heart's connected to our hands. So when Christy turned and she put her hands up, and when the speaker, Ian, spoke, we said, Haichka. We put our hands up, it goes up high to the sky. There's no limits, and we say thank you. On that note, Musqueam leaves the blessings on all the students that graduate here today, that you will be successful, that you will not be quitters, because it does not say that on your graduation certificate, that you graduate as nurses or engineers. Does it say that you're to quit in a year? Does it say you're supposed to quit in 5 years? No. You went to school to be accomplished and to be achieving and to finish. And now you're starting a new career. We leave you our blessings for the Musqueam First Nations, that this day forward, you remember this for the rest of your life. And you will always achieve and believe in yourself and the work that you're doing. And remember where you graduated from. Sanewath Lalem, House of Teachings, Langara College, on this day. We leave you the blessings and say this to you from our heart, our mind, and our spirit. And could we raise our hands with one another and just say a big Haichka to all the students and their family, a Haichka CM to each and every one of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Gail, for that very important greeting. We value our relationship with the Musqueam Nation, and we truly appreciate your participation today. I now invite Michael Lee, member of the Legislative Assembly for Vancouver Langara, to say a few words.
Well, thank you very much. It's certainly my honor and privilege to be the MLA for Vancouver Langara, and to bring greetings on behalf of all of the members of the Legislative Assembly of British Columbia, and to acknowledge that we are here today on the traditional territories of the Musqueam, the Tsleil-Waututh, and the Tsleil-Waututh First Nations, and to acknowledge that the presence that we have here, the partnership that Langara has with the Musqueam First Nation, is such an important role that we play and that we have here in British Columbia. It's important that each of you have had that understanding, and as Gail Sparrow has just imparted on you, the message of the Musqueam First Nation is so important to this province, and the partnership it has had with Langara College. Langara College, of course, is situated in a very diverse part of our city and our province. It represents much of the diversity that we see, whether it's ethnic diversity, gender, age, so many different challenges that this province faces. And each of you, as you've had your learnings at Langara College, you take with you the kind of perspectives, the critical thinking, the analytical thought that you have, that you can approach in your lines of work. It's important that we continue to show compassion to each other, that we have respect for each point of view that we each have, to recognize that we each have a story. When you meet people on the street, people that you serve, people you work with, that they each have a story, to understand their perspective and to have an open mind about what that is. Because in this province, we need to continue to bring more balance and more understanding. There is a lot of challenge in our world, a lot of disagreement, a lot of dynamics, let's say. And you each have a role in how you go forward. On this day, take pride in what you've accomplished, but also recognize that you have much more to do. That life is a lifelong learning process. That you will take the next steps in your journeys, in what you learn, what you continue to do, in the friends that you make, and the friends that you keep. Stay connected to Langara College. They've supported you in your journey thus far. Give back to the college as you can. Stay connected in the way that you support other students who look at their journeys and wonder where to go next. I believe that we can all build a better province together, and we start from this day. With each of you, you play a role in that. And again, on behalf of the members of the Legislative Assembly, congratulations on this wonderful day. Please enjoy the rest of the ceremony with you and your families. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael, for your words and for taking time to attend our convocation ceremony today. I now invite Claude Rinfret, Board Governor of the Langara Board of Governors, to bring greetings to convocation.
Dear graduates, President Trotter, the Platform Party, faculty, families, and friends. On behalf of Langara College, and this is how we start our board meetings, also known as its First Nations name, Snowayath Laylam, allow me to begin by acknowledging that Langara College sits on the traditional and unceded territories of the Musqueam First Nations people, and that we are truly indebted to them for this place. It is indeed my honor to bring greetings today from the Board of Governors of Langara College. Langara College has a long history of providing accessible education that meets the needs of a diverse community. The education and supporting services offered by Langara strive to be comprehensive, current, and innovative. The college is committed to a learning environment that encourages inquiry, integrity, mutual respect, social responsibility, and recognition of one's achievements. You have learned technical and academic skills from your courses. The soft skills of communication, problem solving, working as a team, and being able to connect interculturally. These soft skills will prove to be as important, or maybe even more so, to you as you pursue your careers and your continuing education. Today is a day of celebration. You have taken the first of many steps in building a strong foundation of knowledge. It is a day to celebrate your achievement, your hard work, the sacrifices, the long hours, and your dedication to success. It is a day to celebrate with and to thank those who supported you, your families, your loved ones, your friends who shared this journey with you, those who were there for you when you just needed an extra word of encouragement, or maybe a caution that extra work was needed and better to party after your exam was over or your paper was completed. Freedom through knowledge, Langara's motto, is the simple truth. Your education at Langara will open doors, create opportunities, and allow you to pursue personal choices. Learning is a lifelong process, and yours is just beginning. In closing, and on behalf of the Board of Governors, I congratulate each of you on the educational milestone that you have achieved and for which you are being recognized today at this ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Claude. I am now pleased to call upon President Lane Trotter, who will provide greetings.
Good morning, everyone. Platform Party, colleagues, students, and guests, welcome to the 2018 Convocation Ceremony of Snowayath Laylam Langara College. The 3 convocation ceremonies that we are hosting this week are being held for the first time away from the Langara campus. Given the college's growth over the last 4 years, we needed to change the venue to accommodate more graduates and their guests. So to all of you here today, I say welcome to the Orpheum. Sure. Before I continue, I want to take a moment to acknowledge and thank the Musqueam people on whose land Langara College is located, and thank them for their support of the college. We are honored to be situated on Musqueam's traditional and unceded territory and to have been given the name Sanewith Laylam, which means House of Teachings in the Hunkaminam language. This is a great honor and demonstrates the journey of reconciliation that we are all on together. Langara College is a special place that helps students pursue their goals, whether it's to further studies, to gain the skills needed to enter the labor market, or for career advancement or transition. Since Langara's inception in 1965, the college has always been focused on helping students succeed. From our beginning, whether that was in temporary facilities until our current campus opened in 1970, or when we became an independent institution in 1994, students have always been the center of all we do. And to date, Langara has more than 100,000 alumni who have gone on to pursue their dreams and add their skills and talents to the richness and diversity of our society. Their contributions have made our community a better place, and in return, the community has continued to place its trust in Langara to educate and train not only the next generation of young people, but to support those seeking new pathways to a better future. But we would not be here today celebrating the success of our graduates without the people that have supported them during their education. We need to thank those, many of whom are here today, who have supported you, our students, while you pursued your studies, whether it was your parents, other family members, spouses and significant others, or even friends. I particularly want to acknowledge and thank our faculty and staff for their dedication and commitment to your education and success. They have been with you through your journey of discovery and learning, and without them, we would not be here today to celebrate with you. Finally, I want to acknowledge and thank the Langara College Foundation and those members from our community who have donated funds to create scholarships and bursaries to support student success. On behalf of the college, I want to publicly thank all of those individuals for the support you have provided in helping our graduates succeed and be here today. To our students, you've achieved a great milestone in being here. But before you leave, I want to take this opportunity to offer some advice. Recently, I was at a conference where Jamie Cassip, an education evangelist at Google, was the opening plenary speaker. Jamie strongly believes in the power of education to enable people to rise above poverty, find success, and have meaningful experiences. He spoke about the transformational role of education and the need for both educational institutions and individuals to continue to keep up and be current in the changes that are happening. This latter point speaks to the need for all people to be active, lifelong learners, given the pace of change that we as a society are experiencing and the change in the nature of work. There will be more automation, but not necessarily fewer jobs, just different jobs. So keeping current is important to be able to adapt to the changes that are happening or are going to happen. His advice was to focus not on memorizing materials such as dates or descriptive pieces of information that can be found using Google, but rather on intelligence, which is to ask the questions that Google can't answer. He indicated that nothing comes to fruition in a single flash of brilliance followed by flawless execution. Everything is a process of creation, review, revision, over and over, again and again. He also indicated that this involved things like collaboration, leadership, and engagement. But he cautioned, iteration and improvement is not about making existing systems better or faster. It's about achieving goals that may involve trashing the existing processes. These outcomes are also labeled as disruptions that overturn the existing way people interact or business is done with new ways of doing business that are a radical shift from past practice. Examples of this in our society are the rise of social media platforms, the shift to online shopping, and the rise of Amazon and other platforms that change the way we behave. So as you leave the college today to pursue your path, appreciate the opportunities that you've been provided and consider how you will contribute your knowledge, passion, and energy to build a better, more prosperous, sustainable, fair, and democratic society. Thank you for your time and patience. Enjoy your day. You've really earned it. Tomorrow, the work begins. Thank you.
Thank you, President Trotter. At this time, Scott McLean, President of the Langara Faculty Association, will bring greetings to Convocation from the faculty.
Thank you for that. Good morning. I'd first like to acknowledge that we are on the traditional and unceded territory of the Musqueam and Coast Salish peoples, and to thank them. Board members, President Trotter, honored guests, colleagues, and graduands, it is a privilege to extend to you, on behalf of the Faculty Association, our very best wishes on this special day. Today is an acknowledgement of the hard work and dedication that you and your families have put towards your studies. We appreciate the efforts and the sacrifices you have made in order to accomplish of what is being recognized here today. I know that I speak for the entire faculty when I tell you that it has been a great joy and honor to have been a part of your journey. We understand that what you have accomplished is not easy and respect the perseverance and commitment that you have all shown. You are inspiring, and your success is truly impressive. This is true. Right? As faculty, we have the opportunity to make an important contribution in the lives of our students. Along the way, faculty introduced you to new subjects, help you to navigate new environments, and provided guidance and support. It has been an incredibly rewarding experience to have had a part in your growth. But learning is a reciprocal process. Teaching and working with you has been a rich learning experience for all of us, and we want to sincerely thank you for making us better educators. You're now going on to do important work in our communities or to pursue further studies. We know that you will continue to make significant contributions as you move forward in your lives. Thank you for choosing Langara. Congratulations, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you, Scott. I now ask President Trotter to present today's Convocation Award.
Thank you, Ian. It's with great pleasure that I present today's award. The President's Medal for Academic Excellence and Community Service is presented to graduating bachelor degree students who demonstrate academic excellence and community service. This year, the President's Medal for a Bachelor of Science in Nursing is awarded to David So. David, can you please join us on stage? So let me tell you a couple things about David. As David completed his Bachelor of Science in Nursing at Langara, he was inspired by the role nurses can play within everyday lives of his patients. During his practicum, he developed an interest in acting as a positive agent for change for vulnerable populations. He is excited to continually foster healthy communities as he begins his new career. David plans to gain experience as a community nurse and eventually complete a Master's of Science in Nursing to develop the leadership skills necessary to continue to advocate for change and promote health care initiatives within the community. Congratulations, David. We wish you the best as you work towards your goal of improving the health, well-being, and quality of life of those around you.
Thank you, Lane, and congratulations to David. I am now pleased to introduce today's keynote speaker, Barbara Fitzsimmons. Barb graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing and a Master of Science in Nursing from the University of British Columbia, and is currently the Chief Operating Officer of BC Emergency Health Services. She has over 30 years of experience in various clinical and leadership positions in healthcare, including BC Children's Hospital and Sunny Hill Health Centre for Children. Her contribution to the success of strategic action plans, site redevelopment, advancing models of care, quality, and safety are examples of the critical leadership role she has assumed. Barb is part of the adjunct faculty at the School of Nursing at UBC and holds an Award of Excellence in Nursing Administration from the Registered Nurses Association of BC. She has served on the boards of Canuck Place Children's Hospice, Ronald MacDonald House, and the Vancouver Hospice Society, and she was the director and co-chair for the Vancouver Metropolitan Chapter of the Registered Nurses Association of British Columbia. In 2012, Barb was honored with the Family Centered Care Award for Lifetime Achievement. She is celebrated for her passionate commitment to patient and family-centered care, and for advocating for the inclusion of those voices in governance of healthcare centers. We are honored to have her today. Please give a round of applause for Barb Fitzsimmons.
Good morning, everyone. Dear honored graduates, guests, staff, and faculty of Langara College. I just have to first ask an impromptu question of Dr. Trotter. What if I asked Google why I'm speaking this morning? What do you think Google would say?
I think Google would say it's because you're a talented speaker.
Well, I'm not sure about that, but I just was thinking about that as I was sitting there going, I wonder why me? But it's an honor to be here today addressing the graduates in the Faculty of Science, including a large number of graduates in my own discipline of nursing. As you've heard, Langara, the College of Higher Learning, has a proud history in the nursing and sciences communities. As you know, the college is also known as House of Teachings, a name given to the college by the Musqueam First Nation. You are all now part of the alumni who will play an important role in British Columbia and Canadian healthcare by taking your higher learnings and these teachings out into your areas of practice or your career and/or educational settings. Langara's Bachelor of Science in Nursing program and associate degrees, diplomas, and certificates in science have equipped you all with a broad base of knowledge and skills necessary to take you to the next phase of your educational or career path, and for the nurses, your next phase of your professional nursing career in an increasingly complex healthcare system. You're so fortunate. What great paths you've chosen. Now you have those knowledge and skills. Let's talk about what brought you into these professions and educational paths, and where you want to go. What's going to get you up in the morning, and what's going to inspire you to keep going? Marian Wright Edelman, a lifelong advocate for the disadvantaged, said, "Service is the rent we pay for living. It is the very purpose of life and not something you do in your spare time. It's the true measure, and I'd say that really the only measure of success. I can't think of a better profession such as nursing or the educational streams of the sciences. They're truly reflected in that quote." Again, I would say I'm biased, but particularly nursing, as our profession is so much about service. And I can't think of a better way for you all to start your journeys, whether it be into the profession of nursing or using your degrees, certificates, and diplomas in sciences, than thinking about the role you play and the service you will provide, the giving back to your communities. Now, you're not going to get away easy, though. With these higher learnings come expectations. For instance, in nursing, we're expected to care more about our patients oftentimes than we do for ourselves. And I'm sure some of you have already experienced that. I suspect some of you are already out working, and probably a few of you even worked nights last night. So we're expected to go above and beyond, sometimes at the expense of our own needs. For those of you completing associate degrees, diplomas, and certificates in the sciences, you'll be expected to use your knowledge for newfound discovery. But I'm going to make you a promise. By living up to those expectations, you're going to get back more than you can ever imagine by giving to your patients and their families and to your science community. You have an incredible opportunity to make a difference in somebody's life every minute of every day that you go to work, no matter what your practice or educational environment is, whether it's care, education, administration, or research. Now, how do we impact our lives and our communities? How do we go about doing that? Well, you've heard today from a number of folks. The most important way is with your voice. We can impact lives with our voices. Langara has equipped you to be leaders. You all have power in your voice, and when we execute that power of our voices, we can change the course of individuals or, on a larger scale, multiple lives and communities. So as you begin your journeys into your professions or continue on a learning stream, please remember that you do have that voice. It's not enough just to have that voice, but you need to exercise it. Once you get through your orientation, your preceptorship, basically the first 6 or so months, get out there again. Get involved. Read the literature, ask the questions, challenge the status quo, get active in an organization, group, or community, get political. Sit on a committee, whether it be action-oriented or more learning or thinking type. Keep learning. Go back to school. Only by getting involved and having a voice can we really make those changes and advocate the way the public expects us to do. Use your higher learning and make it mean something. Make your legacy a lasting one. And care not just with your hands and your actions, but with your hearts. I learned a lot in my over 30 years, and most of that was spent in pediatrics. Anything is possible. I learned early on in my career in pediatric oncology that if you look at things through the eyes of a child, anything is possible. I've taken learnings from those many years in pediatrics and leading a large hospital organization into my current role at the BC Emergency Health Services. Take risks, dare, and dream, and don't worry about making mistakes. You will fall down occasionally, and you're going to skin your knee, but you're going to get back up and hopefully not trip over the same obstacle the next time. You will laugh, and if you haven't already, you'll cry. You'll see beginnings, and you'll see endings, and pretty much everything in between. And your colleagues and your friends are going to be there to support and help you. Now, I can't see you because it's dark up here, but I want you to take a look around the room at each other. These are now not just your fellow graduates. These are your friends who will continue to help and support you. Take good care of each other and your colleagues in other professions and faculties. Former First Lady Michelle Obama gave a commencement speech at the University of California, Merced. Now, how I dare speak in her words, I'm not sure, but I'm going to give it a try here. So she started by saying, remember that you are blessed. Remember that in exchange for those blessings, you must give something back. So remember that when times get tough. And like I've said, they're going to get tough. There's going to be mornings when you're not going to want to go to work, or you'll wake up worrying and dreading what the day may bring, or for the nurses in the audience, what your assignment may be. But remember, you've had the privilege of higher learning, and again, for you nurses, you're in a true service profession, and your rent is now due. Remember those who, by their service, have already changed the sciences field, health, and healthcare along with the path of the nursing profession, and they've used their voices to make improvements. Think about the ones who are going to follow in your footsteps and who are expecting you to serve and to continue to pave and smooth the way. For those of you in the sciences, thank you for choosing this path, and I wish you all the best. To the nursing graduates, I want to say thank you for choosing to walk down the path of the most trusted profession. Thank you for becoming nurses. It truly is the best profession, and you truly are blessed. Congratulations on your very, very significant accomplishments, and I want to wish you all the best. Thank you.
Barbara, thank you very much for that inspiring address. On behalf of Langara College, President Trotter would like to present you with a small gift in appreciation of your excellent remarks and for the time that you spent with us today. And now, on to the presentation of the graduands, which is why most of you are here today. President Trotter, the candidates to be presented to you today and those who are absent have fulfilled all the requirements for their respective credentials. I ask that you confer upon each of them the credential which has been earned. Will the graduands please rise?
By the authority granted to me by the government of this province, I admit you and those in absentia to the credentials to which you are entitled. Congratulations and well done. Please be seated.
It always seems that after so many years of study that those brief words are insufficient to admit you to your credentials. But thank you, Dr. Trotter. We will now begin the presentation of our graduates. After the orator announces the graduate's name, they will pause to have a photograph taken with the president. Graduates will then be greeted by some of our platform members on my right before exiting the stage. Faculty who would like to congratulate their graduates may do so along the far left side of the theatre, my right-hand side, after the graduates exit the stage. Audience members who wish to take photos of their graduate are asked to do so from their seats and leave the aisles clear for the graduates as they move through the theatre. Professional photographers from the Artona Group will be taking a portrait of each graduate outside the theatre before they return to their seats. I now ask the orator, Erin Smith, to announce the names of the graduates.
In the Faculty of Nursing, Post-Degree Certificate in Diversity and Inclusion Leadership, Pooja. Razia. Ritu. Alison Marie Villafuerte Amarante. Ritika Benger. Graduation with distinction, Don Perel Barrera. Graduation with distinction, Amardeep Kaur Brar. Ravinderbir Kaur Brar. Graduation with distinction, Manjeet Kaur Danju. Graduation with distinction, Jaspreet Kaur Gill, with a post-degree certificate in diversity and inclusion leadership and certificate in nursing leadership and management. Graduation with distinction, Manpreet Kaur Gill. Jasmine Hihar. Deepinder Kaur. Gagandeep Kaur. Graduation with distinction, Gaganpreet Kaur. Graduation with distinction, Gursimran Kaur. Jasleen Kaur. Kamalkirit Kaur. Graduation with distinction, Kamalpreet Kaur. Karamjeet Kaur. Manjot Kaur. Graduation with distinction, Manveer Kaur with a post-degree certificate in diversity and inclusion leadership and a post-degree certificate in nursing leadership and management. Graduation with distinction, Navneet Kaur, also with a post-degree certificate in nursing leadership and management. Rajbir Kaur. Ravneet Kaur. Sahibjeet Kaur. Graduation with distinction, Sandeep Kaur with a post-degree certificate in nursing leadership and management, as well as a post-degree certificate in diversity and inclusion leadership. Graduation with distinction, Sumandeep Kaur, also with a post-degree certificate in nursing leadership and management. Mona Trexie Layam Levet. Balkar Singh Malhi. Navjot Kaur Sohi, also with a post-degree certificate in nursing leadership and management. Graduation with distinction, Sophia Varghese Thekamuri. With a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, with graduation with distinction, Alex Andreychuk. Graduation with distinction, Manri Kaur Bahia. Graduation with distinction, Damanjot S. Bat. Graduation with distinction, Rupinder Kaur Bangu. Kamalpreet Bhatti. Graduation with distinction, Isabella Christine Bradner. Graduation with distinction, Rachel Heather Bultillo. Catherine Min Gao. Graduation with distinction, Jenilyn Katakis. Celeste Chamberlain. Shania Narisha Chandra. Janet Chow. Graduation with distinction, Sonia Chima. Natalie Chiang. Karnveer Chauhan. Yesil Choi. Melanie Ga-yun Chung. Graduation with distinction, Emily May Corse. Alicia Marie Curry. Sarah Michelle Dardengo. Graduation with distinction, Patricia Alslor de los Reyes. Graduation with distinction, Jasneet Kaur Dak. Graduation with distinction, Jasneet Kaur Dhaliwal. Graduation with distinction, Brianna Dirks. Kini Do, also with citation in Foundations in Health Sciences. Selena Tien Do. Graduation with distinction, Oliver Dries. Graduation with distinction, Michaela Eek. Graduation with distinction, Sarah Inger. Mikhail Grace Elenzano. Larissa Katie-Ann Furin. Sean Fernandez. Indira Margaret Fernandez. Leila Bell Gabo. Diane Gaborni. Graduation with distinction, Samantha Vicky Gang. Graduation with distinction, Chantel Goujon. Graduation with distinction, Nicole Gotts. Rachel Emily Higgs. Graduation with distinction, Carrie Lee Hilco. Graduation with distinction, Madison Renee Hill. Wei Ching Ho. Chuan Fo Hu. Graduation with distinction, Allison Jang. Jaden Javier. Graduation with distinction, Kathleen Joxton. Lori Joe. Graduation with distinction, Tajveer Kaur Kalkut. Graduation with distinction, Jane Jihyun Kang. So-Wan Kang. Graduation with distinction, Trixie Cow. Samer Kayabani. Graduation with distinction, Ji-Young Kim. Graduation with distinction, Borislav Kiprov. Lily Carey Lam. Shelley Lam. Graduation with distinction, Jessica Nicole Lee. Graduation with distinction, Siki Leung. Graduation with distinction, Christine Leachuk. Graduation with distinction, Marissa Lim. Rebecca Lin. Cherry Ma. Graduation with distinction, Esperanza Victoria Marina Torres. Graduation with distinction, Aaron Neil Tile Manzon. Johanna Marsilia. Miana Matatienzo. Maureen Meneses. Graduation with distinction, Charmaine Miflores. Andrea Josephine Lee Milburn. Graduation with distinction, Melissa Nicole Miller. Benita Kaur Minhas. Graduation with distinction, Megan Monroe. Arvin Nang Chong. Elisa Nguyen. Alexander James Niebuhr. Balpreet Nidjar. Ryle Dirk Pangilinan. Vanuja Pathma Yohen. Christelle Peralta. Marianella Isabel Perez. Nova Nieves Rain Peters. Kim Pham. Ivana Radovic. Graduation with distinction, Zamina Rajani. Graduation with distinction, Rebecca Lee Ramsden. Sharon Rana. Jacqueline Anne Renaud. Graduation with distinction, Ina Clarice Reyes. Hazel Rivera. Stephanie Shelby Salzborn. Lara Sam. Michael Sam. Sarah Samardich. Kathleen Quinto Santiago. Graduation with distinction, Hyunbin Shin. Connie Shum. Ria Ann Silvestri. Graduation with distinction, Krista Dawn Semeniuk. Graduation with distinction, William Benedict C. Graduation with distinction, Conrad So. David Carly So. Sandeep Soal. Natasha Spasojevic. Catherine Ka Yan Su. Graduation with distinction, Sukdeep Kaur Samra. Graduation with distinction, Yunyu Vivian Ta. Graduation with distinction, Helen Thuong. Mary Tian. Graduation with distinction, Sylvia Tu. Junafe Tongawan. Amiel Ann Torino. Huyen Ann Tran. Michael Tu. Bea Roxanne Urbano. Graduation with distinction, Celine Nicole Uy. Roberto Santos Valdez. Graduation with distinction, Jennifer Vo. Graduation with distinction, Stephanie Nicole Walker. Graduation with distinction, Samuel Chi Cheng Wong. Lauren Aviva Waterman. Carly Ray Williams. Graduation with distinction, Paige Sarah Ivy Wilson, also with an Associate of Arts degree in Health Sciences. Emily Mei Yu. Agnes Su Yan Yuen. Anna Zakutner. Now with a post-degree certificate in nursing leadership and management, Rima. Graduation with distinction, Ogechi Vivian Akudenobi. Graduation with distinction, Faye Marie Ruiz Apura. Graduation with distinction, Janine Mara Katama Balimiento. Graduation with distinction, Odelia Sarabosing Buto. Graduation with distinction, Julianne Renee Chiang. Graduation with distinction, Owaini Chong. Graduation with distinction, Nina Kimber Mariam Incierto Kupin. Graduation with distinction, Crystal Marie Maquiling Del Rio. Graduation with distinction, Rogelio Jr. Eugenio, also with a post-degree certificate in diversity and inclusion leadership. Graduation with distinction, Meryl Kimberly Gege. Husanpreet Kaur Gandhara. Amrit Pal Kaur. Gurpreet Kaur. Graduation with distinction, Gurpreet Kaur. Kirandeep Kaur. Lovepreet Kaur. Manveer Kaur. Graduation with distinction, Navneet Kaur. Graduation with distinction, Navneet Kaur. Graduation with distinction, Ravneet Kaur. Graduation with distinction, Sapanjeet Kaur. Graduation with distinction, Milet Carlos Mendoza. Graduation with distinction, Pamela May Peralto, also with a degree certificate in diversity and inclusion leadership. Graduation with distinction, Yves George Candoy Sanchez. Graduation with distinction, Ramandeep Kaur Sangara. Graduation with distinction, Ramandeep Kaur Sekon. Sukdeep Kaur Sekon. Varun Dut Sharma. Lizelle Ayay Tabernero. Now with Associate of Science degree, Kajal Bansal. Manpreet Singh Brar. Graduation with distinction, Vijay Pal Kaur Brar. Graduation with distinction, Connie Bregman. Navandeep Kaur Dhaliwal. Graduation with distinction, Eric Michael Hempel. Avinash Kaur Kamboj. Arashpreet Kaur. Inderjeet Kaur. Navkaran Kera. Avneet Kaur Sekhan. Darinder Sharma. Sydney Dominique Jonathan Strandell. Sukhpreet Waring. Now with a diploma in Applied Science for Engineering, Ayushi Garg. Tawanga Kondolo. Now with Associate of Science degree in Bioinformatics, Ravneet Kaur. With a diploma in Arts and Science Biology, Ravneet Saini. Now with Associate of Science degree in Chemistry, Jacob Ciego Saim. Now with Associate of Science degree in Computer Science, Haimi Bey. Gurnor Singh Dul. Shubham Devgan. Hardevinder Singh Dhaliwal. Parmdeep Singh Gill. Priya Yasmin Gill. Sanika Goyal. Jashandeep Kaur. Robert Sean Molds. Graduation with distinction, Hioi Pan. Atinderjeet Kaur Sidhu. And now with Associate of Science degree in Computer Science, Cooperative Education, Sagardeep Singh with distinction. Hewa Zil Yim. With a diploma in Computer Studies, Germanjeet Chahal. Shivam Devgun. Thomas Gonzalez Ortega. Yuka Yisogawa. Harmanjeet Singh Jawanda. Graduation with distinction, Prabjot Kaur. Sandeep Kaur. Lawrence Liu. Patricia Nicole Pineda. Akshin Singh Sekon. Naman Sharma. Javier Singh. Antapreet Singh. Dalwinder Singh. Gurlal Singh. Jagdeep Singh. Manpreet Singh. Parapkar Singh. Tajinder Singh. Tirath Singh. Kartik Verma. With a diploma in Computer Studies, Cooperative Education, Bavuk. Farzain Hosseini. Graduation with distinction, Palak Kansal. Subbaramaya Metu. David Trung. Atahan Yusir. Now with the Certificate of Arts and Science Engineering, Nyan Ngoma Zarida Atwine. Now with Associate of Arts degree in Health Sciences, Tiana Angeline Dennis with distinction. Kimberly Ann Matibag. Desiree Jane Rosales. Graduation with distinction, Marilee Margaret Jean Welch. Now with diploma in Arts and Science, Health Sciences, Arts, Alipt Kaur Bular. Navjot Kaur Boya. Shagandeep Kaur Brar. Arshpreet Kaur Chahal. Simran Jassal. Gurleen Kaur. Harkiranpreet Kaur. Manjot Kaur. Navpreet Kaur. Paramrup Kaur. Prab Sangamjot Kaur. Suresh Kumar. Navjot Kaur Man. Palampreet Kaur Malhai. Lakvir Kaur Sidhu. Gagandeep Singh. Babita Thakur. And now with Diploma in Arts and Science, Health Sciences, Science, Manpreet Kaur Mata. Husanpreet Kaur Sohi. Now with a certificate in Internet and Web Technology, Fernanda Teixeira, my apologies. Nora Vert Varkasvolgi. Now with Diploma in Kinesiology, Twinkle Dhaliwal. Arshdeep Dillon. Sukhnil Dillon. Harmanpreet Kaur. Harvinder Kaur. Jaisnor Kaur. Manpreet Kaur. Navjot Kaur. Ramandeep Kaur. Sandeep Singh Karag. Shabam Laki. Stephanie Lam. Danielle Lee. Kevin Ngayima. Jacob Thomas Ross. Harsimran Kaur Sandhu. Lovepreet Singh. Prabjot Singh. Ravneet Kaur Sran. Alan Vigiano Neto. Angelo Delano Wilcombe.
Ladies and gentlemen, your graduates of 2018. I would now like to invite Moira Guckstetter, Director of College Advancement, to speak to the alumni.
Thank you, Dr. Humphreys. I'm thrilled to be here and be among the first to welcome you to our alumni family of Langarans. Know that you're now part of a very special group of individuals who've passed through Langara. As you left the stage, you received an exclusive alumni pin, which is our gift to you. Please accept this as a reminder of your time with us at Langara. Also on this card is information of how you can stay connected and find out more about the benefits of being a Langaran. As a Langaran, you were joining over 100,000 strong who got their start here at Langara, but now live in communities worldwide. Whether your next steps take you to another post-secondary institution to continue your education or into the workforce to begin your career, know that we are so proud of your accomplishments. Treasure the time you spent here, your friends, relationships, and networks that you've built. Please don't be strangers. Please stay connected, remembering your time here with us, and know that you're always welcome back. Once a student, always a Langaran. Best wishes to everyone.
Thank you, Moira. As we bring this morning's ceremony to a close, I would like to thank a few people who have made this a very memorable occasion. Cynthia Youssef, who sang O Canada, Mike MacDonald, the piper, who led our procession, and Christy Lee Charles, the Musqueam singer and drummer, who led our faculty and platform party. Christy is a former student at Langara and was recently named Vancouver's 5th Poet Laureate. Congratulations, Christy, on this great accomplishment. And I say the next thing with great sincerity. I would like to thank the many, many college employees who made contributions to today's ceremony and for making it such a memorable event. Some of those staff have been with us since 5 o'clock this morning, so thank you to all of the Langara staff. It is also my pleasure, on behalf of the college, to invite you to a reception sponsored by our International Education, Alumni and Community Education departments in the West Coast Hall immediately after the ceremony. Would you please rise and remain standing until the platform party, faculty, and graduates have left the theatre. I now declare this convocation closed. Well, conversation.
That went pretty well.
It did.
First round, yeah, a couple questions and anything major.
Two more to go.
No, it's better than that. Usually 5 more to go.
Really?
Oh yeah, we would be like 3 full days.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, hence why we're here. Yeah.
Do you need anything?
I thank you. I just have to sort out the special guests. I have a map. Maybe we'll do that. If you don't have any other commitments.
Nope.
Okay, so ceremony 2.